Public domain comic book theater!
We don't know about this.
I mean, this is about cowboys wandering in the snow. We're ninjas.
What does it matter? Cowboys, ninjas, thugs are thugs, no matter what costume they wear.
But we went to ninja school. We are trained professionals with specific skills.
And now you're professional thug types, which means you're in a Western. You dress like it. So take off those pajamas and get into those dungarees.
But this is our calling.
Oh, St. Peter's going to be calling you two to the pearly gates if you don't go to wardrobe and change.
Who is St. Peter's?
Is he related to Francine?
Wardrobe!
All right.
Hey, what about you? What's with the diaper?
I'm Frontier Cupid. I'm the host for this episode. What? This thing don't ride up on me. And I get more respect with this big-ass pickaxe.
But...
Go! Go! Oh, we're on. Welcome, buckaroos and buckaroo-ettes. Snow means 100 different things to 100 different people. To farmers, it's a nuisance. To children, it's a harbinger of Christmas. To poets, it's a white carpet of heavenly purity. But to the Corbett gang and Kid Cowboy... Who? Look, he's a kid. And he's a cowboy. Pretty self-explanatory, I would think. Jeez, show some sense. It was a battleground where the loser had to pay the supreme penalty for being outmaneuvered. One snowy afternoon before Christmas, Kid Cowboy and his Pawnee Indian blood brother Red Feather were hunting, but not exactly for the fun of it.
There he is, kid. He's looking back at us.
Like any outlaw, that wolf's hanging on to his loot to the end. Well, this is the end.
You got him, kid. Fine shooting. Right through the head. This wolf is rated his last herd.
Look at this wanted poster. It must have been put up only yesterday. The nails aren't even rusty. Link Corbett, $2,000 reward. Seen heading for... Hey, these are the Black Timber Mountains. The Corbett gang might be in this very neighborhood.
If so, they won't get far. The snow will turn into a blizzard. Posses and outlaws will both be slowed up. They'll be forced to find shelter. I have heard much about the Corbett gang. They are killers. Wild beasts who care no more about human life than if men were mosquitoes.
We can stop at that cabin if the blizzard gets worse. I know the man who lives there. Jim Reynolds, an old friend of Uncle Bill's. He's the friendliest man I know. He'd give you the shirt off his back.
Link, somebody's coming.
Come here, Reynolds. Send them away.
Why bother, boss? We can plug them easily from the window.
The sound of a shot carries a long way, and there are dozens of posses looking for us. We'll shoot when we have to. Now, get over to that door, Reynolds, and remember, talk smart. There's a 6-shooter in your ribs.
Hi, Mr. Reynolds. This is my friend Red Feather. We've been out hunting and we were wondering if we couldn't come in for a while and warm ourselves up.
I'm sorry, boys, but, I'm afraid not. I'm short on food. Ain't got no coffee either. You better move on.
But the snow's getting thicker, Mr. Reynolds. We'd just like to rest for a spell before heading back. We're not very hungry, only cold. I noticed your chimney's going.
None of your business. You can't come in. Now get out of here and don't come back.
Did you say Mr. Reynolds was friendly?
He always used to be. I can't understand what's come over him. Something must have been bothering him for him to have yelled it like that and slammed the door in our face. What was that?
A pistol shot. Not at us, kid. From within the house.
Blast him, you fools! The old geezer's gone loco!
Swing around him so we can get a shot at him.
That's it.
Let me go, Red Feather. Something terrible's going on back there. Mr. Reynolds in trouble.
We can't help him now. Different gunshots mean too many men inside the house. Some from rifles, some from 6 guns. We'd be picked off like turkeys if we rushed back now.
You're right. To rush back would be suicide. Particularly if Link Corbett was on the trigger end of those guns.
Better we pretend we hear nothing and circle back to the rear of the house.
Look, Mr. Reynolds has company, all right.
From the looks of that hombre watching the horses, we can expect the worst.
I'll distract him while you nail him from behind.
I see you remember old Pawnee war tactics.
Hi there, partner. I think I'm lost. Could you point out the way to Ashtown?
All I'm pointing out is my sixer. Raise him, son. What are you doing around here?
You just got your answer. Jumping cactus. They've killed Mr. Reynolds. And look who's standing over him.
Link Corbett. I recognize his face from the wanted poster. Come on, we'll go in the back way.
Link, you're a chump. The boss has got us all boxed in. And you yourself said our one chance of getting loose is for someone to guide us over the mountains. So what do? Murder the one guy who can take us across. Now we'll freeze to death up here and never get down.
Don't worry about it, lady. None of you are getting that far. Stick 'em up.
It's that kid who was here before.
Well, I ain't throwing my hands up to no brat. Gun them! Woo!
Let him have it, Red Feather.
You bet.
Well, Corbett, change your mind about surrendering? Or would you rather sprout wings?
You've got us. I've never seen such shooting.
There's only one kid I ever heard of that can shoot like that. Kid Cowboy.
I'm Kid Cowboy, and it happens I know you hyenas by reputation too. Your trademark is lying on the floor.
Reynolds brought it on himself by grabbing for my gun. But you ain't got us yet, kid. Not by a long shot. Sam, bring the girl out.
Hey!
It's Susan, Mr. Reynolds' daughter.
There's more to my reputation than just killing, kid. I'm smart. I always keep a second line of defense. Sam here will plug this purty young thing right in the back if you don't drop your gun. Right, Sam?
Right as rain.
You wouldn't. That would be cold-blooded murder.
We're kinda used to murder. Both cold and hot. Doesn't matter to us. We get hung just the same for 1 or 100 killings. Besides, me and the boys won't kill you and your pal. We need you as guys to take us over the mountain. You know these hills?
Like a book.
Don't listen to Corbett, kid. It's a trick. He'll kill us.
Under ordinary circumstances, sure. I'd kill you gladly. But not here, not today. We're dead pigeons if we don't get out of this posse trap. It's a Mexican standoff between you and me. No one wins.
All right, Corbett, we surrender.
No, kid.
Now release the girl.
You're making a bad mistake.
Oh, the kid's smart as a whip. He knows I ain't lying. You guys are my one hope of getting over the blizzard swept mountains alive.
We're wasting time, Corbett. If we're to make it over the range, we need to start now, before the snow piles up over our ears.
The girl might head for the nearest sheriff, Link. Shall I kill her?
No. Please.
I'm a hair on that girl's head and the deal's off.
Don't worry, kid. We're taking her with us, just in case you forget.
If you're going for your horses, forget it. You'll have enough trouble dragging your carcasses over the black timbers without taking your horses with you.
You heard the kid. He's in charge of the expedition all the way.
You're helping the outlaws to escape, kid? You must have gone loco.
Thanks for accidentally helping me put up across my act. Of course I'm not going to take them over the range. They'll only thank us with a bullet to the head. This is part of my plan to blackmail them.
Blackmail them? How?
I'll take them on a wild goose chase until they're ready to drop from exhaustion and cold. When they're good and lost, and blizzard's at its height, I'll invite them to surrender or freeze to death.
I should have known the Kid Cowboy never really surrenders.
As the blizzard increases in fury... What? As the blizzard increases in fury, the hours that follow are a nightmare to the Corbett gang, as they slide, fall, and freeze in their trek across the treacherous peak.
That loud enough? We good?
Help me, someone.
My hands! I can't feel them no more.
I can't go on, Link. Can't take another step.
You gotta! Now get up! Do you hear?
How much longer?
A few hours.
But the hours roll on.
No more, Link. I can't feel my legs.
I thought you said we'd be across by now. Where are we, curse you?
Where, Corbett? You're completely, hopelessly lost. I deliberately misled you. You'll never get off these mountains alive unless you surrender to me.
So, you double-crossed us. You'd get us in a corner, then all you'd have to do is collect all the pieces. Well, we ain't surrendering. Death by frost or death by hanging is all the same to me, you little skunk.
What about us, Link? Some of the boys and me won't hang. We only face prison. Let the kid take us to prison.
No! We're all sticking together no matter what. Time to the trees. If anyone's gonna freeze up here, it'll be them!
You fools! He's sacrificing the rest of you because he's afraid to hang. He can never lead you out of the mountains.
He's right. We're all gonna freeze on account of Corbett being yellow.
You're crazy, Corbett. You'll wander around in circles.
While you're slowly turning into icicles. Or maybe making a supper for some wolves. Keep thinking about the little lady. I'll use her as my shield if I run into the law.
Get off of me!
She dies with me up here if we don't make it.
Listen, Shorty. I know a way out of this trap.
10 minutes feel like...
What? Oh, come on. You hear that, Blizzard?
We just need it a little louder.
Really?
Fine. 10 minutes feel like 10 hours in the maelstrom. That good enough?
Forgive me, Red Feather. I never thought Corbett would prefer suicide to the rope. I was sure some of his gang, those who only faced imprisonment, would rebel against him and force him to surrender.
You planned well, kid, except... Look! A grizzly bear is coming our way!
Shoot, Shorty. If that bear kills the boys, they'll ruin our only chance of getting out of here alive.
I hit him. He's turning around.
It's Corbett's girl and one of the outlaws. They wounded the grizzly, but it'll go after them now.
Run, man, run! 6 guns are useless against grizzlies.
I can't stop him. He'll kill me.
I knew it. Only a rifle would stop a grizzly. Ma'am, give me that knife?
But what good is a knife against a grizzly bear?
Wait and see. We use an old Pawnee hunting trick.
By the time the grizzly returns, Kid Cowboy is standing on a tree limb, and Red Feather has fashioned a stout lasso out of his bonds.
He's going up, Red Feather. Give him the necklace.
There!
Wiry muscles pull, and the giant beast slips on the snow, just as Kid Cowboy leaps through the air, poised for the death stroke.
Be careful.
You mean be swift?
Is he dead?
Yes, dead as the poor devil who fired at him. He had 2 guns, kid. You take this one.
Thanks. Wait here, miss. Corbett might prefer to be taken dead rather than alive. Corbett, stop!
Now I see where Madge and Shorty disappeared to.
You're approaching a cliff edge. One more step and you'll fall to your death.
You lie! There's no cliff. Fire, guys! Kill him!
No!
Get off of me, you crazy woman! I'm gonna...
The kid wasn't lying. It is a cliff.
We're trapped. Okay, kid. You got us. Take us anywhere you want. Just get us out of this blizzard.
Even Ashton would look good to us.
That's ironic. Ashton is exactly where Corbett is now.
Yes, 1,000 feet below.
But he had to get there the hard way.
So, the remnants of the Corbett mob are brought back to civilization to get their just desserts. Thanks to the teamwork of the two inseparable blood brothers, Red Feather and Kid Cowboy.
Wait a minute.
What now?
That's it?
That's it.
But what about the Susan girl? What was she even doing here?
She was in the story. We actually added dialogue for her, it being an audio medium and all.
She didn't have any dialogue? Why even have her in it then? Who wrote this crap?
We don't have a credit for the writer of that story, only the artist, and he's been dead for over 40 years.
That helps me about as much as a ticket to both fire festivals and a ride to Mars. Let me speak to the manager.
Can we get back to the outro? We're, still rolling.
Still? Oh!
So, kiddies. Pretty exciting, huh? And the thrills aren't gonna stop. So be sure to make your way down the trail next time for another adventure in the public domain. The public domain.
Dang it! Didn't even get to do my pursued by a bear joke. When am I ever gonna be able to do that again?
You've been listening to The Corbett Gang, adapted by Thomas DJ and performed by the Akadekaganagon Theater Works. This audio play was based on the story penciled by Bob Brown, featured in the Ziff Davis comic Kid Cowboy No. 1, and is in the public domain. Chris Honeywell was horror host and Frontier Cupid. Chris Tyler was Fred the Ninja. Nicole Tomte was Gary the Ninja and the producer. Kira Hendricks was Kid Cowboy. David Ellis was Red Feather. Lex Zorn was Mr. Reynolds. Eugene R. Hendricks was Link Corbett. Sarah Palmero was Madge. James Hickson III was Ombre. Luke Giaconetti was Sam. Casey Boudnot was Susan. And Thomas DJ was the Grizzly. If you enjoyed this story, it and many other comic books in the public domain are available at digitalcomicmuseum.com. Please visit and support them. Please visit the 8TW at 8tw.blogspot.com for news on upcoming and current projects. Until next time, good night.